Hello friends, my name is Raza Masood. Today we will discuss about a topic cost benefit analysis. Friend, this topic is very important with respect to project management. We will see this topic in detail and that what is cost benefit analysis, and we will see that how it will implement in project management. And friend, if you are a student and studying project management, so this topic is very important with respect to exam point of view. Either you are giving exam of a student university, or you are giving planning to give exam of PMP. So cost benefit analysis is a very important topic with respect to exam point of view. Also, if you are a professional project manager and already working in any organization, so again this topic is very important. You must know that what is cost benefit analysis and how to take decisions based on that. So friends, let's start. First of all, I would request to please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell option as well, so that my new videos can reach to you. So let's start. See friend, here cost benefit analysis. These are three terms, basically three words: cost benefit analysis. See friend, here basically if you are for example, let's assume that you are a CEO of any company, let's assume, and you have to take decision that either you have to build e-commerce solution or not. Okay, or it's just an example, you can take any other decision as well. For just for the just take an example for here that you have to take a decision that either you have to build e-commerce solution or not. You are a CEO of a company and you have to take a decision. So on what basis you will take the decision? Are you getting my point? That you must need some basis, some grounds, some facts, or at which you will take a decision that either you have to build the e-commerce solution or either you will drop that solution. So friend, based on that, that you have to take a decision. So on based on that, or the grounds you will use are the cost benefit analysis. Cost benefit analysis is that first of all you have to see that how much cost is required to build a solution of e-commerce. One point. The second point is that what are the benefits you will get from making the solution. Okay, so you will see the cost you will incur to build the e-commerce solution, and on the other side you will see that how much benefit you will get by building the e-commerce solution. If the cost is more and benefit is less, so definitely you have to drop the idea. If cost is more, more means some percentage like 30% 40% more, then the benefit is more, for example, then the cost like 30% or 40% is more, so definitely you have to go for it. So friend, see, the cost benefit analysis is basically helps you to take a decision for a senior management whenever they have to take some initiatives. For example, with respect to business point of view, this is very important that for example you are launching some advertising solution, some marketing approach, some marketing campaign. So you must have to take a decision that either the cost which you are putting, the benefits are more or not. If benefits are more than the cost, so definitely you have to go for it. And if the cost is more than the benefits, so you should have to drop that idea, because if cost is more than the benefits, that means that you will taking a decision of loss here. So that is called the concept of cost benefit analysis here. Friend, what is the procedure of cost benefit analysis? Remember one thing, cost benefit analysis basically provides you a ground of facts at which you will take decisions. Okay, so what is the process of cost benefit analysis here? Friend, first of all you have to identify the cost involved here. For the direct cost, what is the direct cost would be involved? Friend, direct cost means the direct cost would be the direct labor involved in manufacturing, inventory, raw material, manufacturing expenses. For example, direct cost here means that the cost which will directly be involving of the manufacturing of a product. For example, if we saw talk about e-commerce solutions, so salaries of employees which you will give for the development of software solution is the direct cost. Indirect cost you have to calculate, like indirect cost means the electricities, management, rents, utilities, all these are the indirect cost. For example, if you are building e-commerce solution, so indirect cost means that the you need some location at which the resources will stay, like they have to they you need some office, some location. So indirect cost means the utility cost, like electricity bill, water bill, gas bills, rent of the location. So all these are the type of indirect cost. But actually what we are doing, we are right now calculating the cost, like direct cost, like the salaries of employees, the inventory, the material, manufacturing. The direct cost you have to calculate, plus you have to calculate the indirect cost. Indirect cost means the indirectly cost means that, for example, the utility bills, the rents, etc., all these are the types of indirect cost. Then intangible cost. Intangible cost means the customer impact of pursuing a new business strategy, project, or construction. uh, Friend, see, intangible cost, it means the cost which is not tangible. The intangible means, friend, for example, it is the cost which is not tangible, like it is not in financial terms, it is intangible, like motivational factors, like impact and the morale of the team, etc. So this is the intangible cost, and you have to calculate, you have to see this cost as well whenever you are calculating the cost. Opportunity cost, such as alternate investment or buying a plant versus building one. Opportunity cost means, friend, if you drop an idea, what will be the alternative cost. Alternative cost means, friend, here opportunity cost means here the alternative cost, alternate investment. Alternate investment means, friend, for example, same example here, the e-commerce solution. So if we talk about the alternate cost here, what is the alternate investment here? If you are building an e-commerce solution, so rather than building an e-commerce solution, if you purchase the already available the standard solution of e-commerce solution, rather than building an e-commerce solution by your own self, if you purchase it from somewhere, from any standard vendor, so how much it will cost. So rather than building the whole e-commerce solution by your own developers, by your own software development team or your own team, rather than this solution, you will, if you purchase the whole solution from any standard vendor, so what will be the its cost. So you are basically comparing, you are basically foreseeing the alternative analysis, alternative options here. So this is called as opportunity cost, which based on alternate investment. Alternate options means the same example, like if you purchase it, if you develop the whole solution by your own self, or rather you purchase it, the e-commerce solution, from any third party vendor. So this is called as alternate investment or based on opportunity cost. Cost of potential risks, such as regulatory risk, competition, environmental factors as well. Friend, cost of potential risk means, friend, for example, if there is any regulatory requirement, if you, like for example, if you are working in a banking sector, so you must understand what does it mean by regulatory. Regulatory means some points or some regulatory requirements imposed by, for example, the state bank of your bank, of your country. Like you must have to pay, for example, you must have to fulfill that requirement. For example, if like very simple example of a regulatory requirement, for example, the state bank of your country can say that your ATM's machine in that city. For example, in that particular city, it should be open for at least 99% it should be open. Like for example, it is an I'm just giving a very simple example of regulatory requirement, like the four rules which are forced by the state. These are the example of regulatory requirements. So you must have to understand, if you don't fulfill, so what will be the cost, what will be any penalty can occur, etc. So you have to add it, you have to add that cost as well. So friend, process basically is that you must have to add the cost. You must have to add the cost, and then you have to add the you have to first of all you have to add the cost, then benefits. You have to see the benefits. What are the benefits? Friend, revenue and sale increase from increased production. Intangible benefits, like for example, morale of the team will increase. Competitive advantage is that you must gain advantage on your competitors, etc. So friend, see what is the basically process. First you have identify all the cost, either direct, indirect, intangible, opportunity cost. As you first one phase is that you identify all the cost. Then the second phase is benefits. You identify all the benefits. Benefit means that what are the benefits in terms of financial, like in revenue, in terms of intangible benefits, like your morale of the team will increase, your customer satisfaction will increase, or another advantage is that you gain advantage on your competitor. So all these are all these are the types of uh, benefits, all the types of benefits here. So you have to compare the benefits with the cost. If cost is more than benefits, then you have to drop the idea. If benefits are more than cost, so definitely you can go for that idea, that decision. So cost benefit analysis is basically helps you to take decisions, and based on that, and you can take a right decision, because it based on some facts, some figures. So mostly the decisions which we make on based on the cost benefit analysis, there are high chances that you can make the right decision. So friends, that's all from my side. I hope you like this video. If you like, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and thanks a lot for your time, and that's all from my side.